Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, the 4x4 window cleaner. In this video we're going to take a look at the Exceed Uni-Valve. It's been around in the window cleaning industry for a while now, but I'll just briefly explain to you how this works, what you use it for, and also for those that are interested in how you can repair this tool, we're going to have a go at doing that as well, as this is an older unit that I've got. But essentially the Exceed Uni-Valve is a little bit of kit that allows you to quickly turn your water on and off. Fits inside normally the smallest section of your pole, near to the brush head, and by pulling on the hose of your pole, so you've now got that in the open position, the water will be running up to the brush head, and pull it again and it's shut off. Inside here there's a little gear that rotates and that allows the water to either flow or be shut off. So great little item, especially if you don't carry a lot of water on your tank, which I don't have a great amount on me. It really allows you to save a lot of water, or if you're generally just trying to save water, this is a great tool to have. So it's a UK item, so it can be picked up easily here in the UK, but I believe it is becoming more popular over in the US, so you can also pick these up if you are stateside. The issue with these is after some time, after some use of constantly pulling, opening and closing this valve, particularly the spring inside starts to slacken off, and this can cause issues with actually not being able to control the water flow, particularly with when you're cleaning at height, you get back pressure. It causes some issues inside here, particularly with the spring. But other than that, this is a great tool, and wouldn't be without it in saving water and just being able to generally control the amount of water that you're using on a job. So we're going to look at replacing particularly the spring inside this unit, because those are the things that tend to go after some time. Now Exceed do supply their own repair kit. The official way to do that is to go to Exceed and to buy their repair kit, or another option and a cheaper option is to go with a company here in the UK called Rootek Designs, and he also supplies comparative items, parts for Exceed Uni-Valves. So this little kit here is a lot cheaper than buying the official Exceed repair kit, but these will do exactly the same job, and in particular the spring is of a higher strength than the original Exceed springs. So I've gone with Rootek Design, and I will leave a link in the description for this kit. It also comes with a handy tool for opening up this unit, and we'll have a go at doing that in a moment. But first of all, I need to get rid of these O-clips here, and then we can start dismantling. Okay, so I've removed those O-clips, got the hose off from either side, and now we can get on with using the Rootek repair kit. So I'll just show you what it comes with. So it comes with this handy tool. This allows you to get into the Uni-Valve unit. It comes with this spring, so that's probably the major part that you need for making a successful repair. It also comes with 3 O-rings. So there's 3 here. The larger one, I'll show you where that goes. and the two smaller ones are recommended for only using if you find that once you get into the unit, if the smaller O-ring is broken, then to make a replacement with the right size. You probably can make out that the smaller ones are slightly different, and there are instructions in knowing which one to use, but only do that if that's absolutely essential. And it also comes with a little pack of silicone grease, just for sort of sealing off any water leaks. Okay, so we're going to have a go at using this tool that opens up the unit. So you'll notice on the tool there are some teeth, and the teeth have to fit into this little square window, which will release the unit. So I'm just going to press down on that. Very easy, just popped open. See that? And now you can take that section off there, and then we can start removing this plunger. There we go. So I've just pulled that internal part out. So we'll just leave those bits there for now. And essentially what we want to do is we're going to replace the larger O-ring. This is the gear that I was talking about that rotates for opening and closing, so we'll put that back in a moment. We're going to replace this spring. So the spring that is used to manufacture these aren't as strong as they could be. The grade of stainless steel that they use, and we're going to use this much better quality spring. So just checking over the smaller O-ring, which is found, you can see that there, right on the end, very small. That looks like that's in good nick, good condition, no breaks. So I'm not going to attempt to repair that, as it says in the Rootek design instructions that there is a danger of actually damaging this internal section by trying to repair that O-ring. So we're going to leave that today. And we'll just get into this gear here. Okay, so this is the little bag of silicone grease. You can buy this repair kit in multiples, and I believe that if you do, so if you buy like a, I think it's maybe 2 or 3 of these as a pack, then you obviously get more silicone grease, but we don't need too much really. So, gonna put this new spring on there. Then we're going to put the gear on, which go, so the sort of the teeth looking part go that direction, with this rounded end this way round. We got our larger O-ring that's going to go on. That's essentially sort of putting the parts on, repairing it. Okay, now we're just going to apply some of this silicone grease. Really doesn't need too much on it. So we're just going to apply the silicone grease on that larger O-ring there. And we'll just put a little bit beyond it here. And we'll put a little bit on that smaller O-ring. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so now it's sort of putting it back together now, and there's just a few things that we need to make sure that we're doing correctly to make this function again. And it's pretty straightforward. Essentially what we need to do is there are a number of things that we need to line up. So I'll just point those out to you. So the first part is this rectangular sort of nub here. Then we have this circle rounded nub or nipple, whatever you want to call it. And you can see how we want to line those two up because this obviously turns. So we want to line those two up. Then on the gear, you notice that it has this kind of groove running through it. There's grooves kind of here and there, but as long as we get one of the grooves lining up with these two nubs, then we're good to go. Yep, so that looks pretty square to me. Once we've done that, we look at this square window here in the cover section. We want to make sure that as we're feeding this back in, that these nubs and that groove there are running in line with that window. Yeah, you can see that. That's pretty essential that those are all kind of lining up with each other, because otherwise this won't function, won't work properly. So as long as you're doing that, as long as you've got those kind of those three parts all in line, and as you put the internal part back into the cover, you're lining it up with that square window, then you'll be fine. I'll push that in there. So you can see that larger O-rings are sitting at the top there. But as we put this end cap on, we need that O-ring to go a bit further down. And again, like with those parts that we were just looking at, lining those up, we just want to make sure with this end cap that square nub there clicks back into that square window. There you go. So that clicked back into place, and that's all secure, good to go. So now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the WFP hose back onto the right ends and probably get some new O-clips on there just to keep it all really secure. Okay, so that's the hose back on there, secured. Just added these O-clips. I just find sometimes if you don't put these on over time, the hose will start to pull away from the Uni-Valve. But yeah, that's a pretty easy fix, and recommend you checking out Rootek's website. I put a link in the description for the repair kit, but also his main website, as he has some other helpful bits of kit for window cleaners out there that I'd recommend to you guys. So hope you find this video helpful in how to repair a Uni-Valve and what you can use them for. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.